Now, just in case you all were wondering, none of this is normal. Do you hear me? None of this is normal. I don't care how many times you see it. I don't care how many times you read about it. None of this is normal. The U.S. military being turned on its own citizens, not normal. This administration calling for the arrest of elected officials simply because they disagree with him, not normal. Families being ripped apart, not normal. People afraid to go to work, church, school, not normal. Children being taken out of their graduation, not normal. None of this is normal, nor has it ever been. The fact that 58 years ago, there had to be a Supreme Court ruling to allow people of different races to get married is crazy because race is a social construct. The fact that my people had to fight for rights as humans is crazy. None of this is normal. Meanwhile, we're on a spinning rock floating through space. Protected by a small thin layer from a ball of gas that's trying to kill us but also keep us alive. Do we have time for this? Absolutely not. None of this is normal. I don't want you to normalize this one bit. We will fight this every step of the way. The fact that a Republican out of the side of his neck said not all wages are meant to be livable wages. All of them on dope. All of them have lost their mind. All of them are foolish. Do you hear me? None of it is normal. And you all believing them are ridiculous. Ignorance plus fear equals hate every time. None of it is normal.
Real talk. Do you wake up in the morning, look at social media, and every morning think, what the is going on in this country? Because I do. And it's terrifying.
We're not living through normal times right now, and media needs to call it out because we cannot normalize the behavior we're seeing from this White House, from ICE, from the Department of Defense, from the Department of Homeland Security. Children are literally being zip-tied, ripped away from their mothers, U.S. citizen children being detained in Chicago. The White House is literally deploying American troops against American citizens in cities across the country, from Portland to D.C. to Memphis and now potentially Chicago. But if that's not all, it's not just the National Guard. The White House is considering sending in a highly elite Army infantry division into Portland to quell protests. Donald Trump is telling the military to conduct arrests if there is flag burning. Arrests they cannot do. That is illegal. These are not normal times, and we cannot report on this as though it is normal. If we do, it will only get worse. We cannot normalize this. I won't ever. So make sure to subscribe to support my work at my Substack, linked in bio. Follow along for more.
We are not going back to normal. Okay? That's it. Done deal. We are in the end times. And if you want to follow where we are, then open your Bibles. Remember that this is spiritual and the water is boiling over hot and we are hitting the levels, okay? Prophecy is unfolding and it's only going to get worse from here. I don't know how long or how much God's people is going to see and experience on this earth that is not our home, okay, before, okay, not day setting or anything like that, but I do not know. But keep on your full armor and make sure that your lamps are full. Stay in your word, okay? And when you're out and about, please be watchful of your surroundings and who is around you, okay? This is not a time to fear. This is actually an exciting time for the ones who know, okay? I love y'all, all right? All praises to the Most High Yahuwah, all right? The time is now. Love y'all. Y'all have a good day. Bye.
Listen, man. At this point, it ain't no fixing none of this shit, bro. Like, it ain't no... The world is so unbalanced that there's no coming back from none of this shit. Like, there's no fixing the economy. There's no fixing the black community. There's no fixing global warming. There's no fixing these relationships and all this extra that's going on. Like, there's no fixing nothing. Like, there's no coming back from it. It's like... It's going to sound super cliche, but the only thing you can do now is just completely put all your trust in God and just let him control your life because, hey, Ain't nothing good coming out of this shit no more, man.
It's being reported that President Trump has said that U.S. cities should be the training grounds for the U.S. military. That sounds absolutely crazy when you look at the way it's being relayed to us. He's not speaking about the bases as far as like they train there. He's speaking about using these cities in which he deems to be hostile, these cities in which he deems to be unruly or unlawful, to be the training grounds for these soldiers to get used to that heat of intensity, to be able to channel that aggression and ultimately prepare them to be a better fighting force. I'm almost convinced that this is just like rage bait and fear bait, to be honest. I say that because it seems like these controversial takes are always coming out, and I think that it's just a part of like their whole marketing. There's legitimately no reason to be threatening your own country. It just doesn't make sense. But if you guys have seen that movie Civil War, if you know the plot, the president in that movie was making strikes against his own country. So I'm not saying that's going to happen here, but what I'm saying is that we're definitely seeing some weird rhetoric take place here, where we're trying to essentially split the country in half at a level that I haven't seen before. It's getting incredibly aggressive, and if you haven't been preparing yourself for the things that could potentially be in the future, I say potentially, I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just saying, if you haven't been preparing yourself for the writing on the wall, prepare yourself at your own discretion and volition. I'm just here to tell you about the things that's being spoken about. And if you don't have Jesus in your heart, you're going to definitely want to do that as well.
Let's just be real for a minute. Right, left, center, it doesn't matter. People are going to continue to break. And they're going to choose one of two options. First option, of course, is self-deletion. The second option is you pick a target and you strike out. And a lot of times, you're hoping law enforcement will delete you for you. As people are losing jobs, health care, prices are going up and they can't afford to even survive or to provide for their families. People will continue to break. And this isn't going to get better. It is going to get worse. Now, of course, the media is not going to cover, and you're going to hear crickets from the administration when it happens to be something that happens from someone on the right. But it doesn't really matter at this point. Desperate people will do desperate things. And the desperation is growing. And it's not going to get better. Take care.
Okay, so let's talk about this. From the time I started making this type of content, I've seen a lot of shocking stories come out of America. But this one right here feels different. Yeah, it's heavy because honestly, what is happening in America right now is not normal. And the sad news is that there might not be a chance of going back. There is no going back. I mean, think about it. What did we ever imagine we would see? When did we ever imagine that we'll see ICE agents zip tying children in broad daylight? It wasn't in broad daylight, okay? I'm just saying because that's English coming out of my mouth. When did we ever imagine that we could be seeing such things, raiding a residential building full of Black American families? I said American families. These aren't immigrants from another country. These are Black American citizens born and raised in the land they call home. And yet, look at what is happening. Look at what's happening to them. People are struggling to buy groceries. Families can't keep up with rent. The homelessness crisis is spreading faster than ever. And let's not even talk about the violence, the mass unaliving that have been regularly happening, making headlines recently, almost like the nation has become numb to tragedy. Every single week there's another one, another senseless loss, another reminder that something is deeply broken in the heart of America. Like the brother in the clip said, there's no fixing what is happening in America right now. And I somehow agree because this isn't just about America anymore. What is happening here is a reflection of what is happening in the whole world. We are seeing chaos everywhere: economic collapse, corruption, division, hatred, and confusion spreading across nations like wildfire. It's like the entire world is on the edge, and no one can find peace. People are trying to fix it through politics, through protest, through policy changes, but no matter what they do, things just keep getting worse because the problem isn't political. The problem is spiritual. The world has turned its back on God, the Most High God. And when that happens, when nations decide that they no longer need divine guidance, what follows is exactly what we're seeing right now: judgments, confusion, and suffering. And this isn't me trying to scare anyone. This is what the Bible warned us about. These are the end times. Jesus said in Matthew 24 that in the last days there would be wars, rumors of wars, nations rising against nations, famines, earthquakes, and lawlessness increasing to the point where the love of many would grow cold. I mean, look around you. Look around you. Look at what is exactly happening. It is happening. Prophecy is happening. You can feel it. You can see it. The systems that once seemed stable are crumbling. The government can't control the chaos. The people are losing trust in the system, and morality is most, non-existent now. What was once called evil is now being celebrated. What was once called good is now being mocked and rejected. People are so lost that they can't even tell right from wrong anymore. That's why I said this isn't about ICE raids or shooting or raising prices. This is about a spiritual war manifesting in physical form. This is about judgment. This is not just on America, if that will comfort you, because most of you, my audience, are from America. This is not just about America. It's on the whole world, because humanity as a whole has drifted far from God. We've replaced truth with trends, replaced worship with entertainment, replaced fear with faith with fear, and now we're watching the consequences unfold right before our own eyes. And I know some people don't want to hear this. They want to believe that things will somehow go back to normal, but deep down everyone can feel that normal is gone. There's no going back. The clock has moved too far. The prophecy is unfolding. You can't reverse what is already written. What's happening now is exactly what was foretold, and the people who are trying to ignore this, listen to me when I tell you this, it's going to get worse. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to fearmonger you, but this is the reality you need to get used to. It's going to get harder. The suffering will increase. That's not even being negative. That's biblical truth, because as the world turns colder, those without Christ will feel the weight more. Yeah, and the emptiness, they'll feel it more. And I don't say that to shame anyone, but to remind you that this is the time to get right with God. This is the time to build your foundation on something internal, not something that can be taken away by the next economic crash or government order. Because when the world collapses, and it will, the only thing that will stand, is faith. You can't buy peace of mind. You can't legislate righteousness. You can't find safety in a system that's falling apart. The only true security we have left is Christ. It's in Christ. So when I see what is happening, the raids, the fear, the confusion, the despair, I'm reminded that none of this is random. It's all part of something much bigger. These are the signs, these are the warnings. And as painful as it is to watch, it is also a reminder that our prophecy is real and time is short. So to everyone watching this, I want to say this to you: be vigilant, be prayerful, and be strong in your faith. Don't let fear consume you, but don't fall asleep either, because the Bible tells us to watch and be ready. We can't fix what is happening in the world, but we can prepare our souls for what is coming. So yes, this is sad, this is overwhelming, but it's also a wake-up call. The suffering we are seeing right now is just the beginning of what's to come, and the only question that really matters is, where will you stand when it all unfolds? Please guys, go ahead, drop your thoughts in the comment section down below, and let's talk about it. What do you think? What is happening? What do you think about what is happening right now and the world as a whole, and what we are witnessing? What do you think about this? I would love to hear what you think about it, your perspectives. Yeah, and until then, please stay safe, stay prayed up, and keep your eyes open, because what we're seeing right now is just the beginning, guys. We need to be ready for, prepare ourselves for the worst. I'll definitely see you in my next video. Yeah, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching.